talk about the type of operator. Since we're talking about the data types, let's also try this. Now, type of is an operator which just needs an operand. So you can say type of a variable, just a number here, and it will say that it's number. Remember, number is the data type. So type of some other number, which is like floating point number in other programming languages, but you have a number directly here in JavaScript. Now, if you take something like infinity, which is a symbol of a number, it is still a data type of number. Even if you take any n, type of any n, and that is also a number, because as seen in the earlier videos, we have seen that NN is a symbolic representation. It has symbolic values here. You would have seen it in the previous slides. Let me just take you there. Yeah. In this, here, in this I'm talking about the three symbolic values we have for the numbers. So that's what I go ahead and see in this type of operators. So now let's move on to another type of operators. Well, before I do that, let me show you how do you run that. So you just type it on the console and say type of. So if I've done something out here, foo and all, so it shows like foo, it's an object, okay? So if I say type of A, and I've declared A as number, right? So just type A and it says 10. So 10 is a number. That's how you can do type checking. And now let's talk about the type of for the strings. If you have an empty string like this, it is still a string. If you have some values, it's a string. If you have string with spaces, all that matters is whether you have put it in the quotes or not. If you have, then it's a string. Okay, and similarly, we will have type of Boolean and undefined. Boolean you would understand very easily, like true or false is Boolean, okay? And then let's talk about undefined. Type of undefined, that's the not just a keyword here. So its type is undefined. Okay, now type of declared, but something that is a variable out there, but you have not written it. So let me run that on the console. So let's clear this, and let me just type some variable, and I'll type some random number, okay? And then I'll say type of EW, yeah, it is undefined. Now that's why you see that when I just declare something, it is not defined yet, okay, until I execute it. That's the type of undefined. Now finally, the type will see the type of objects. As we have seen that if you have this curly braces, and in that you have the key value, these curly braces indicate that it's an object. So let's go ahead and try that out. I'll just have type of, and I'll put this curly braces, and I'll have key, and then I'll have some value, say 1. It's a number. So the total stuff is an object. Even if I, let me try with an empty object, I don't have anything inside it, it's still an object with no properties inside. Okay, now type of function, I know we have not discussed about the functions, but now that we are talking about type of, we can talk about it. Function is a data type, and this is what is the key of the whole course that we are doing here. We want to focus on functions, and I want to reach a point where we can discuss about functions, and that is where we'll be able to understand how to use JavaScript in Angular. So that's all on the type of. You can play that anytime on your console with using type.